There we go, and I guess he's dumping the alcohol over the gate there. But it seems like he's having a conversation. He's not talking to the plant, that's for sure. He's having a conversation. I believe the Candyman is right there. Maybe gang's talking. Brain attacks continue. Brain attacks continue. High frequencies. Isn't that something? I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be wrong. Because as soon as I said I was going to go to sleep, for some reason, that guy's right next to the gate. That's a little peculiar. I don't know. It's a little weird. I don't know. It's a little weird. How come he's not up there with his friends? By the gate. Oh, Benny Greco in the area. Look at what time is it. Benny Greco in the area. How about that? And this guy's under the he's right there. Oh, he's stopping. Benny Greco is stopping. His foot continues bothering him for some reason. There he is. This is Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, brother. Walking constantly, giving in-person messages to organized crime family employees. And the migrants, of course, are employees of organized crime. Benny Greco, Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132. Benny Greco, right here, is giving personal messages. That's how paranoid Nello Greco is of the phones being tapped. That's right. That's Benny Greco talking with the dollar store owner. Yep, talking with the dollar store owner. Okay? That's Benny Greco talking with the dollar store owner, passing on in-person messages. Brain attacks, brain attacks. Brain attacks. Okay. Yep, that's Benny Greco having a public meeting with the dollar store owner. Benny Greco having a public meeting with the dollar store owner. Right there. Okay, instructions given to break it up. You saw how that worked? You saw how that worked? Instructions given to break it up. How about that? This is the military grade technology. Army apparatus tracking signal scanner device. The person that you are witnessing here at 5130, he has taken position right after I indicated it's way past my bedtime, I'm going to sleep. And sure enough, he is right by the bush. And that is the area, that's the sweet spot. That's where the drugs, well, I have to be mindful of community family guidelines. That's where the white envelopes are placed. That's right, the white envelopes are being placed very conveniently by grandma in that area. And this is the mule. These are migrants being utilized for this specific purpose. Town of Cicero Mayor, Larry Dominic, open for business. That's right. And that's the mule returning from serving customers. Oh, he stopped. He froze, and there he goes. There we go. You notice how he froze. The other guy alerted him that I am by the window. But sure, they have a bathroom inside that apartment. They have brand new furniture, a bed, appliances. Did they forget to put a toilet? No, they didn't. They are retrieving the white envelopes that have been placed by grandma. That's right, these are senior citizens involved in criminal activity, along with her grandson and her other family members before and after fire evidence on our YouTube channel. How about that? This is called social acting, folks. There you go. Look at that. Look at that. He didn't even wash his hands. No. And now the other guy's, he's going for it. He's going for it. He thought about it. He thought about it. He's going for it too. They're all taking turns retrieving. This is a Christmas tree, pretty much. You go in there, you retrieve the white envelope, and there you go. It's all prepaid. There's no cash exchange here. There's no money transaction. It's all prepaid. And it's they pretty much grab what they need and out they go. The Candyman open for business at 5130 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois 60804. Show me the comments, guys. Is this natural? When you guys have a get-together, do people go underneath the bush and use the bathroom, or do they go inside your home and use the bathroom? This right here is not normal. And police officers involved in criminal activity are assigned to this location and address for 2 different regions to make sure the victims of insurance policy fraud, daily plan attacks are well documented, history of mental health issue, illness, and to make sure this criminal organization is undisturbed, as you can see. Undisturbed, in public view. And we have family, good families in this area. We have good, decent people, hardworking people in this area. And they're well protected by police officers. This criminal organization is well protected. And that's why they feel so free. And it's a danger to this community because they usually leave behind the white envelopes on the floor. That's right. And there's kids passing by picking the white envelopes up. And we have it on video. And there's also dogs that can eat that and get sick or worse. So it's a danger to the community. And we are documenting this every single day. And this is our tax dollars going down the toilet, folks. I have contacted the DEA, Drug Enforcement Administration, Chicago and Dearborn, Illinois, Child Protective Services, the news media, Homeland Security. This is a military-grade technology being used to attack the victim's brain. Over time, electronic harassment equals radiation levels. And they're all waiting, of course, for something bad to happen to me so they can open up a case. So I'm pretty much all eyes on me. And this is what we're looking at right now. Instructions were given on command signal. Again, this military-grade technology, very aware of my location and activities. Instructions given on command signal, Army apparatus tracking signal scanner device. This is how they are aware, and instructions were given on command signal. Once I said, you guys heard me, it's way past my bedtime. And the signal was given, and now they're all taking turns retrieving the white envelopes from underneath the front porch. Attacks continue. And that's pretty much it for now, guys. This property is 5130 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. June 13th, 2025, Friday. And it's 8:25 p.m. 8:25 p.m. Okay? We got some good, decent people walking their animals. Good, decent people. But this criminal organization is well protected by Town of Cicero Mayor Larry Dominic, the Machine. Open for business. There you go. There's no denying what's going on, guys. No denying what's going on. This is big money. This is really big money. There we go. We have movement. We have movement. And I believe that's his vehicle right there. Yep. Right there. Driving under the influence, guys. You can tell that guy is clearly under the influence. And this is a danger, a menace to society. You can just imagine. And this is the majority of the people. The majority of the people, they drive like this, under the influence. That's why it's always good to make sure that you look at the driver real good before you cross the street. Even if you look at the driver, a lot of them are real good at concealing their activity. But this is our tax dollars going down the toilet. These police officers involved in criminal activity are allowing this, and from time to time making sure they get a personal escort and undisturbed for their daily deliveries. They're making a delivery right now. That's right. That's why they retrieved the white envelopes from underneath the front porch. Perhaps for their proper needs, for their own needs, and for delivery purposes. And there goes the other mule as well. He got a bag. So there's 3 mules inside that small vehicle. 3 mules about to make a delivery. And it looks like they've been instructed that the house is under surveillance. It's time to take the party someplace else. There you go. See how that works? And you do not hear no community gang stalking anymore. It just got real quiet up in here. A little too quiet. Open for business. I'm telling you, folks. Our goal is to make the community a safe environment and bring peace and tranquility and a better understanding how loved ones came deceased from the game of manipulation, insurance policy fraud, overtime electronic harassment equals radiation levels. Car's on. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. You know they're talking about me. You know they're talking about me. Okay, let's see where they're taking the product. That's the reason they put their hand on underneath the front porch. They weren't using the bathroom, folks. That's the reason. And the electronic harassment continues. Lights are on from right next door. 5135 West 24th Street in Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. Able to attack my brain electronically with a military-grade technology. See that? Lights are on. And that's where the harassment is on a daily basis for a long time now. So no matter of time, before I become ill from long-term electronic harassment, which equals radiation levels. This is the reason for the daily plan attacks, to make sure I respond and manipulate my family. There we go. Intentions are very clear. Right there. Right line harassment. See that? And that's the reason why the kitchen window is covered. See how that works? Okay. But if you do not want to be a victim, this is what you do. Let me show you right quick. This is what you do. If you do not want to be a victim of insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation. It's very simple, guys. Let me show you. This is what you do if you do not want to be a victim of insurance policy fraud. That way your own family members will not go against you and they won't be calling the police. Okay. Otherwise, you will be documented overtime history of mental health issues. To avoid any suspicion, open investigation from long-term electronic harassment, which equals radiation levels over time. Okay? That's how the insurance policy works. Otherwise, it will be documented as far as a death certificate, natural causes, not long-term electronic harassment radiation. All right, that's what we got so far. And obviously the party's going to continue. They just went to make a delivery under the influence, of course, over the bridge. And that's why they shocked my brain as I was filming on the porch. You heard me. And my brain continues to be shocked. And it's only a matter of time before the blood vessels of my brain weaken and the bleeding will commence. My doctor at Oak Street Health told me, yes, Miguel, you were bleeding. Your bleeding has stopped. You have nothing to worry about. Well, guess what? When the bleeding stops, it creates a blood clot. This is dry blood that travels up the stem of the brain, cutting off the oxygen. Silent, incoherent victims. Nursing home final faith, identity theft Medicaid takes place. Organized crime family process. Follow me on Google Maps. 3 million views on Google Maps. Detailed information. Organized crime family process. And we're back on YouTube on our second channel. And we're happy that YouTube gave us another opportunity. And we're going to continue. We're going to continue focusing on this criminal organization, as well as we follow the community family guidelines, of course. But other than that, we're also on Facebook and Google Maps. All right, that's what we got so far. I'm trying to open up a harassment case, of course. 70835945551. Leave me a message. Well documented how these police officers are involved and are constantly harassing me. And you can see the bright light harassment coming directly from right there, see? Directed at my windows, so to stop me from uploading videos and recording. And we have the people in charge of 5132 right here, see? Parked right here. And homeowner Martinez family, nowhere to be seen, of course. They've been instructed otherwise. See? That's the bright light harassment right there, see? That's how bright it is. See? Very powerful lights. Okay. We're moving on for now. 8:34 p.m. 8:34 p.m. June 13th, 2025, Friday. Ex-wife should be arriving soon. She's at her family's house, a couple of doors down, and that's one of the reasons as well. They're trying to create family conflict, emotional distress, anxiety, disbelief, mistrust, anger. Okay, we focus, and everybody see how they close the door as if they went to go to sleep early. They're not fooling anybody, guys. All right, the machine time assistant mayor, Larry Dominic, open for business. Keep your eyes on me, folks. Anything happens to me, it's just going to bring more credibility to my social media platform, and of course, hopefully, these government agencies and news media will take action before then. But if anything does happen, you guys can rest assured there is going to be an investigation sooner or later, and we shall see. We're just waiting for the results, and it's been a while. I've been harassed electronically for a really long time now, so we're just waiting to see what happens next. All right, we appreciate your support. This is a public service notification. Open for business. Town Assistant Mayor, Larry Dominic. We are focused. 5130, 5132, and you saw firsthand Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132's brother, Benny Greco, constantly roaming the area. And look at what time is it. And for a person that's injured and acting like he's lost and as a homeless person, he's making his rounds and he's making sure the messages are being forwarded to organized crime family employees. This is how paranoid Nello Greco, main proprietor of 5132, is. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, regarding posted date January 8th, 2025 tax evasion. If you think you're paying high taxes, just imagine having the luxury. Community gang stalking? Just imagine having the luxury of having the first floor waiting for Nello Greco and his family to just move in once something bad happens to me. That's right. That's why that first floor is vacant. And just imagine, double out 2-flat brick, completely rebuilt, inside and out. You can follow the complete construction on our Google Maps, 3 million views on Google Maps. Detailed information of organized crime family process. Nello Greco, main proprietor, ready to move back in once something bad happens to me. 5132 West 24th Street, Laramie, Cicero, Illinois, 60804. You can just imagine. They just want to move in, and they think there's not going to be no questions asked once something bad happens to me. There you go. Please contact Internal Revenue Services, the IRS, just inquire the status of tax evasion for this property, trafficking, distribution, and packaging of the white envelopes, and insurance policy fraud, the game of manipulation, unsolved murder cases of identity theft medicated. That's right. First floor vacant, guys. Double lot. A lot of taxes. That's right. Not bad, huh? And they have enough money to buy the Martinez family brand new vehicle. They have enough money to buy the people in charge of 5132 new vehicles. That's a silver vehicle right there to the people in charge of 5132. And we just uploaded videos of over a month's supply of food was dropped off for the people in charge of 5132 that we uploaded videos of. And look at how dark it is over there at 5130. Once I started recording, once I stated, it's way too late for me, I'm going to sleep. That's when they made their move, and they retrieved the white envelopes from underneath the front porch that was placed there conveniently, discreetly by Grandma, That's right. These are senior citizens being used for this specific purpose. Open for business. Community gang stalking. Very quiet. Very quiet in the neighborhood, guys. I wonder why. That's what we're looking at so far. That's right. Alright, signing off. That's pretty much it. Take a good look. I'm not wearing the protective gear. That's right, guys. Sooner or later, I will become ill. Sooner or later, I will become ill, guys. It's just a matter of time. Okay, appreciate your support. Friday the 13th, 2025, 8:40 p.m. Moving on. Bam. Okay, so we got support, guys. Moving on. I guess we're waiting for them to return back. They should be returning back momentarily. Moving on. Moving on.